Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Late Night Lounge Podcast, episode 5. My name is Michael, and today joining us on the lounge, we've got Oliver.
Yep. What's up?
We've got Ryan.
What's up? Hey, yo, what's up, guys?
And we have James.
Why, hello, everyone.
Nick won't be joining us today, but instead we have a special guest on the podcast. He's a relatively big Twitch streamer. He streams a lot of fighting games. His name is... why don't you go and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden, also known as SSnackoTheHorge on Twitch. Hello. I know I'm Nick's replacement for tonight, but
yeah, it's lovely. Yes, we're swapping one Twitch bloke out for another Twitch bloke.
yeah,
so,
that's just the regular schedule. If one Twitch bloke can't be here, we have to get another one.
Yeah, exactly it. So why don't you actually tell the podcast audience a little about yourself, Jed?
Okay, so I'm an idiot who plays fighting games and action games on Twitch. I have a server which is currently active, and people will not shut up about me playing Pacific games, which I won't describe. But yeah, that's my entire life.
Now, Jaden, what fighting games do you play?
I play anime fighting games like an absolute Chad.
What specific fighting games do you play?
I play Guilty Gear. I played Guilty Gear Strive. I play BB Tag, and I started playing fighters with someone on this podcast right now.
Is that Mortal Kombat 11?
No, Dragon Ball
okay.
Fighters. I played with Ryan the other day, and holy fucking shit,
Bro, fighters is a good fucking time, man.
I'm screaming.
Yeah. Fighting games have sort of like come back into the sort of friend group now that Mortal Kombat X, not X, 11 came into Game Pass, and we've all been playing it.
Yeah, go on. I was gonna say, I say it because fighting games are just usually like they're a type of game that just you either have friends or enemies. Like this is a general fighting game thing. So you have friends and enemies, and you can meet a lot of people just by playing a fighting game. I met everyone on my Discord. I've met, say, 40 people just from playing a fighting game, like one fighting game. That's 40.
Wow.
40
That's
40 people and 3 of them are good friends with me. So it's crazy to think a fighting game can bring people together.
Yeah, I mean, like me and Ryan were like playing Mortal Kombat 11 before we got onto the podcast, and he was kicking the shit out of me.
No,
like, really
it was
fucking
very
well.
even. It was very even.
No, you
Man,
were literally
I should
kicking
play
the
with you
shit out of
guys.
No
I've been
way.
labbing with
It
the
was
Joker
even.
recently, so.
Oh no, he's the Joker. Boys, we gotta watch
James has been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 11 as well. He's been I don't even know what he's been
playing
I
Infinite.
don't know.
He's been
I haven't
playing
had a chance to
Halo
play with
Infinite,
James
man. He
yet.
just won't stop playing Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I've not been playing Halo Infinite. I've actually got some
yeah,
news on that. I've got some news on Halo Infinite.
Oh, yeah, we'll put it in later. We'll put it in later.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Every
put a
week,
little.
James
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
put a
update
little.
the podcast on Halo Infinite.
This is his own segment.
I'm gonna put a little part. I'm gonna put a little part where James is gonna have 5 minutes to talk about.
That's his
Halo
own
Infinite
segment.
news. And then
Yeah,
that's his own segment. Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, yeah. Well, with Mortal Kombat 11, the only character I play is a Scarlet.
Yeah, you only play Scarlet.
Well, in 10, I used to only play Scorpion just because you could do like a down back beat move that lets you teleport.
Play Alien on 10 as well.
Oh, and then I jumped on Alien, but yeah. I wish they would add Alien back, but they don't, because
I might lab with Robocop just to piss people off, just so I'm good with him.
Oh my gosh, you would actually make people cry.
You're a different breed.
Getting us all to play together is such a fucking mission.
I know. Does anyone have any stories of people dissing you online?
Yeah, I got so many.
Oh my god!
All right, let's
especially bad for that kind of shit, man.
Yeah, I feel like fighting games. Games are like especially breeded just so people can absolutely shit talk.
Oh my lord! Of course,
all the time.
I have not touched the online just because of that.
You are doing God's work.
And then also, Yeah, I don't want someone to absolutely shit on me when they kick my ass too, because then I'll feel terrible and I probably won't play the game.
I mean,
No, there's an easy solution, James. You
yeah,
just
and
gotta
not only
kick their ass.
that's coming
Fuck
from
off.
you
I'm
who
so
teabags
bad.
people in Infinite. I don't know. That's being a bit of a hypocrite.
Yeah, but Halo, it's a
Don't
different
start.
story, you know. Halo teabagging is like a mythical hoax, you know. It's a legend, right? You barely see people teabag anymore. In fact, I saw someone teabag on Mortal Kombat or something, you know, or some crap. I played one of those online games or something, you know. I played my first one, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. But I don't think they do it in the same spirit as Halo. But yeah. Anyway, on Halo news, Halo 3 servers got shut
Wait,
down. the other
what?
day. That's pretty
Really?
sad.
That's really sad, actually.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
it's
wait.
all
Before we
gone.
talk
So
about
now
this, we
every
need to
Halo
continue.
doesn't have a
James, we
server
have
on
to
360
continue
anymore.
the segment that we are talking about before, like the most disrespectful thing we've happened in fighting games. Before you change the
Oh yeah,
fucking topic.
let's start
No,
with you,
let's start
Jaden.
Ryan. I'm curious. Nah, I'm curious with Ryan.
No. We'll start.
I'm curious with
Okay,
Ryan.
yeah, all right.
Go Ryan.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
sure.
there have been so many instances, like so many. The one that stands
Give
out to me
us
the
the
most,
worst stinky stonk one.
yeah, the most I can think of is like, so I'm pretty into Tekken 7, or I was for a while, and there was a time where I just play ranked all the time. I would just jump on, I'd grind ranked for like a few hours, and I come across the same people usually. And this one guy I came across, it was always a back and forth between us. It was always pretty like kind of close. And then this one night in particular, I ended up fucking just rolling him. I don't know why, but yeah, I tapped into the fucking speed force and I rolled the cunt. And he got so toxic. He got so toxic. He'd actually leave the lobby and he'd come back with a different character. And then he'd just spam the same move over and over again. He did get a few wins off me, but majority of the time I still beat him. But every time he won, he would key charge, which is like the same as like teabagging, I guess. And he'd just do the most toxic shit. And he was in voice chat flaming me the whole time. And then after
Oh my
every
God.
match, he would send me like almost paragraphs of messages telling me that I'm
Oh
so
my
bad, even though
God.
I'm winning, and he's spamming the same
Oh
fucking
my
move
God.
What
over
was-
and over
what-
again.
What was like the worst thing that you from him though? Like how tame was it? Was it like tame or was it like full force? Like
It was-
no hold bars.
It was full force. It was full
Okay.
force. Like he
Holy
was
shit.
really like giving it his all. At least when he wasn't spamming the same move over and over again. like a shit cunt. But yeah, it was pretty.
Was
it
he
pretty
was
out
he
the
like
gate.
approaching you or was he backing away? Like in fighting games. Okay, yeah.
He
'cause
was approaching me.
most people
was
who play
approaching me,
fighting
yeah, for
games who
sure, for
act
sure.
like that, they're like zoners. They
Oh
just
my
like
God.
back away and just spam stuff.
Oh, dude, you can't
Oh,
zone in
good.
Tekken, which is
You know
why
what?
which is why I didn't. I mean,
You know what? I
you
might
can,
want to
but
play
it's very
Tekken 7
like.
just because you said there's no zoning.
Would you consider Tekken a niche market, Ryan?
In the past, somewhat, yeah, but it's grown in popularity a lot.
A
with
good
Tekken 7.
game. A good
It's,
game.
a lot
Oh, really?
of people
A really
are
good
getting
Oh
game.
into
wow.
it. It's such a good. I fucking love it. I'm so glad it's getting some recognition now.
It's slowly dying out
yeah.
though because I think
That's
they're
good.
teasing Tekken 8.
Yeah, the numbers are
Yeah,
dwindling
so-
a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah. But you, James,
Yeah.
I think haven't you gotten flamed in Mortal Kombat or something like that
I have.
recently?
Oh,
No,
recent.
I was gonna say
Oh.
I've made him get angry
Oh,
at
yeah.
Mortal Kombat once.
I wasn't mad. I was just
you turned off your
slightly
Xbox, said fuck
frustrated.
off, and left to your room. I don't know about that. That was
Nah, I
that was
came back, like, 5
before that was
seconds
before I was
later.
playing fighting games. I just didn't know how to play them at the time.
Mm.
It was like, yo, play me at MK10.
No, it's all good.
Destroy your ass. And he destroyed my ass like 10 times. I'm like, oh shit, he's good. But I beat him with Sub-Zero. And he goes, bitch, no, I verse people who are pro players. Fuck off with that shit. And then he just turned off the Xbox and left.
No way.
Okay, literally,
James.
all Jaden did that whole game was that move where you just slide into
that's
someone that whole
Sub-Zero.
fucking game. And I'm like, son of
I
a
didn't play
bitch,
fighting
I'm
games at the time, I'm
it was
sorry.
So annoying. No, it's not your fault. I should have been more calm and patient and stopped using my same moves. I wasn't trying to adjust to that because I never really got it when I was playing online. It was just I was like, oh my god, bro.
in like the realm where you play in Jaden, where I imagine you play pretty high tier, like Blaze Blue games and all that. Do you get like that sort of stuff where
I'm
it's
not-
like really
okay,
toxic.
so
Undoubtedly,
I
right?
don't play actual Blaze Blue. I play Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which is very simplified. Like even a baby could play it. It's basically just like fighters, just press square to do a combo and then triangle to continue that combo. So it's pretty easy, right? And it's very fun. However, I remember when I was just adjusting to the game, I had this one player. I don't know his name. I forgot. But he's known to be toxic. Like he's a general toxic guy, like in the Blaze Blue community. I remember he came up to me. He wanted to beat me, so he played a character that has armor, which is fucking annoying in BB tag. So you press a button and you
Oh,
time it.
no fucking
So
way.
if you get hit with that move, that your move gets cancelled out and you get punished for it. If that makes sense. So if you mash
Yeah.
B, for example, you get punished for it. Like the person pressing the button gets punished for it. So it's bullshit. But I figured out how to deal with it after many practices, like many games. I remember I destroyed his ass, and then he's like, "I'm like, good game, man." And he goes, "Fuck off with that shit. That was bullshit." And he just left. And then I didn't see the man again. He disappeared. I don't know where the fuck he went. Then I found him in a room with a bunch of other people, and there were like 6 people. I believe I beat everyone in that room 3 times in a row. And then they're like,
Wow.
oh no, it's this guy. Oh no, no, let the pain end, please. It was
Let the pain
so
end.
funny. It's just I don't know, just playing. Yeah, go on.
Especially,
No, go on.
sorry, but especially with Twitch, like, do people
Yeah.
that in your Twitch, like especially in Twitch, do you get like a lot more, like, is it a lot more toxic when you're playing with
I
Twitch
have
compared to
banned
when you're
one
not playing
person
with Twitch?
on my Twitch channel, and it was a BB tag player because he was being. I had people
Oh,
on
right.
that BB tag stream because when I'm playing BB tag with other friends, I like to bring them on just because we can have a fun time and we can be like, "Fuck, that was bullshit," or like whatever. Um, he came on to the room. He was disrespecting everyone. Then I'm like, this guy isn't cool, so I'm gonna kick him out of the room. He then followed me on Twitch and disrespected everyone, including myself. So I'm like, sorry, man, you gotta go. Like you're being rude. You're treating everyone
Yeah.
like shit. Like you're losing. Like you're
Yeah,
clearly
that's
losing,
not
and you're
good.
being a fucking baby about it. So yeah,
That's
Uh,
totally unacceptable.
yeah,
He
and
sounds like a
just
real
like
sore
you
loser.
can be angry when you lose, but just get over it. Like I get angry sometimes. I'm sure you get upset, Ryan. Like that was bullshit. No, fuck off with that. But like you get over it. You get over it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you get
never take
over
it
it.
out
You're
on
like,
anybody
oh,
though.
well, you know what? Just yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever I don't think I've once actually messaged or like talked to like taken
I
my
used to
toxicity
rage
out on
quit,
someone.
but not
I don't.
anymore.
I'll express it,
I
but I
used to
won't
rage
like
quit, but
say
not
anything.
anymore, just because it's disrespectful. I might, if I lose, I lose, even if it pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. That's like something that everyone goes through, but like everyone grows
Yeah.
out of it. Like, you'll rage quit a few times at the beginning once you're getting into it, but after you develop a sense of like etiquette and like respect, it's the sort of thing that sort of dies
Yeah,
off. Most
it's
people, anyway. Some
crazy.
people still do it.
But I mean, you just get over it.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. Yeah.
Ollie, how about you? Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
I'm done.
Pardon me, Jen.
That's
Please
all
finish.
right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was just saying, just play games that have fun. Even if playing a game pisses you off, just keep playing it. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ollie? You got anything like that?
Recently,
Just
not
in general, yeah.
in general. The Black Ops 2 days. I remember one time. This is when I was like at the height of when Black Ops 2 was about to die. Um, I was playing Search and Destroy, and I was just doing snipers because I was just having fun. And this guy says, "Oh, your sniping is weak. Challenge me to a 1v1." And I usually don't, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck this kid. I'll do it. So I beat him in the 1v1. He says, "No, I do it again." Like I was just warming up. I'm like, okay, okay. I beat him by more points again. He's like, no, just one more. I do one more. He wins that time because I'm kind of over at this point. Then he sends me about a paragraph of message about saying, "Oh, you're weak, you're trash. Like, oh, what happened to your skill? Oh, someone else is playing for you. Oh, you suck. Where's your aimbot?" And I just sat there. All I did was just say, "Okay, that was fun. Let's go. I'm gonna go play Search again." And then I just left. That's probably
Oh,
the
no.
most
Good on
Good
you,
on ya.
Ollie. The way
And
you
that's
the way you
why-
took that is like really
But like
respectable.
that's why I don't 1v1 people in Call of Duty because all they want is just that one win and then they'll start to like try
Yeah.
to demonize you. It's
Yeah.
fucked up, but yeah, I don't play online a lot anymore, so I don't get messages like that. So
I know it sounds weird, but I genuinely miss the toxicity of Xbox 360 lobbies.
Oh,
Like
Like
it's
it's so
fun
tame
toxicity,
now.
right? Like
Yeah.
I
Like
I miss it
back
from
when it
Halo
used to be
Reach.
fun. But you can't get away with half the stuff anymore that you used to get away with on those 360 things.
yeah, no, like as
Mm.
much as I hate toxicity, I'm really against it. Like I do also sort of miss the old toxicity, like with like of super, like we all know the classic one there. Oh, little pussy using Riot Shield, like that kind of shit is so good.
Dog, learn how to fucking shoot a gun, you fucking Riot Shield. What else you want me to Oh, Riot Shield! I'm a pussy that use Riot Shield!
That kind of shit's fucking classic. I love it.
You like because you watch those old H2O Delirious like ninja like disarms and
Diffuse.
stuff from Black Ops 2. Yeah, diffuses. And they'll get all those people raging and it's so funny. And I miss those old days where you could like log into a 360 lobby and then just have to like insults after insults after insults, and it was so funny. I mean, it was like sometimes it was over the top, but usually it was just super funny.
I agree. Like those kind of old like trolling videos, especially like they've aged a bit poorly, and I only really enjoyed them because I was like young, but they were still really enjoyable. Like they were a good time.
A lot.
Yeah,
I actually I remember there was one troller that I don't know if you guys know Xbox Addicts. I think that's what his name was, Addictions or some shit. He recently got nuked again on YouTube from his old trolling videos and stuff. So a lot of the old trollers are getting nuked on YouTube just because like with the new guidelines it is pretty much being a fucking dickhead, which I don't really care. But like I'm just saying like it's kind of outdated to do trolling nowadays, and like
Oh
you
yeah,
usually
for
have to
sure.
do it on like a GTA RP server. We have to be a little bit more creative instead of just calling a kid a loser or getting a kid to call you a loser. Kind of need to do more of that. But yeah, a lot of trolling is but trolling's in the whole has pretty much been nuked off YouTube now. It's pretty much not existent.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
pretty
sick of
dead.
seeing and like hearing is those stupid prank videos you see on
Oh
TikTok,
my
right?
God.
Where some guy will be like walking in like a shopping mall or something, and he'll be like, "Hey man, can I ask you a question?" And then it like revolves into some really demeaning sort of really crappy thing. Or it's like when they do those videos for clicks where it's like they'll be walking past this really attractive person and they'll be like, "Oh, nice melons," and then it'll be like the guy behind is like holding melons. It's like, yeah, that's like
Oh
cool
my
and all,
God.
but you're not funny, bro.
That's really
I'm
cringe.
sorry,
That's
it's so
fucking
There's
cringy.
videos. There's
I know.
That's
videos.
so
and
fucking
and
cringe.
and most of the time, they're walking past someone and the person's like not even laughing at it, like, you know, and it's like, bro, this is like really bad. You gotta stop. Okay, it's just prank videos. They're just like they're just like, I don't know, just they do some really dumb shit to like get clicks and stuff like that, and some actual pranks like the one where the kid was pretending to mug someone and actually got shot and died. That's like, have you heard of that? Yeah, there's a
No, I
one.
haven't heard of that.
Really, Michael?
No,
Yeah,
I
no.
haven't
Really?
heard of that.
It
Yeah,
was like a
some
big
kid-
story. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this was back in like 2019, where like people were doing like mugging pranks and obviously though a lot of them were fake. And then this kid's like, "Hey, I want to do that," but not realizing that it's fake, and you got to get actors because it is dangerous. He jumps this dude, and the guy immediately pulls a gun out and shoots him dead, like straight away.
Yeah.
Like, and the kid
His
just
last
died.
words, his last words were like, "It's just a prank, bro,"
It's just
and
a
then
prank,
he died.
bro. And then
Yeah,
he's
Jesus
dead.
literally.
Christ. How have I
Yeah.
not heard
I
about
hate
this?
those
What the
videos.
fuck?
I don't know.
It was
I don't know
just-
I don't know
how
if
you
you've seen
haven't
these
heard of it.
videos, but there's these videos of like people like, oh my god, her boyfriend like has been verbally like assaulting her, and it's like clearly like they're doing it for clicks. Like they go into like a cafe, and then it's like clearly like filmed and shit, right? But it's not like on a phone. Like people set cameras everywhere just so they could do this thing, and it clearly means that this was like improv. This is not a real thing that's happening. It always pisses me off because they're doing it for clicks. They're like, oh my god.
I mean, like, I don't mind if you fake it. It's just the people who do it for
No.
real are dickheads. Like, if you do it for
That's the
fake,
thing,
that's
right?
your own
They're doing
entertainment. It's like it's
They're
jackass
treating like
style
these people.
content.
They're treating it like, oh
that's
my
fine.
god, you shouldn't do that, but they're clearly monetizing about it. That's why I'm like, well, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
My issue is when they say that it's not, when they say it's real, when they passed off as real and it's fake, and they don't have the faces blurred, so the people who are in it get like
Yeah.
harassed on the internet for being like a predator or some shit.
I hate.
That
Okay,
happens heaps.
Go if we're doing TikToks that you hate. I hate those cheap versus expensive videos with the
Oh my
English
god,
guy.
that guy
Or-
that goes like cheap
yeah.
wins. Num,
What
num.
the fuck?
It's just
What is
he does-
that?
He does so, and he's like, and everyone calls him out because he's the worst reviewer ever because he'll be like using like cheap versus expensive, but he'll only be pushing one thing down and the other thing will be held up. So it's like cheap wins, and everyone's like, yeah, but you didn't use the same amount of pressure for both things. Or he did stuff like I remember this because I was raging with I was telling James about it and it pissed me off so much. It's when he made coffee pasta and he was like,
Oh
it
my
doesn't
God.
taste good. I lost it. I'm like, how dumb do you get? Of course it doesn't taste good.
No,
It's coffee pasta.
I remember he was testing soldering irons, and he tested it on gummy bears to see
Oh
if it
my
was
God.
good or not. And I'm like, do it for what it's used for. Like, do it for the
Mm-hmm.
electricity. Don't use it on fucking gummy bears. See which one melts faster.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
he just got 2 gummy bears and just did that and said, "Oh, expensive wins." And it's just like, okay.
Mhm.
And
Well,
he always ends it with very cool. And it's not cool. It's not cool, dude. It's not cool.
What kind of
Seriously,
fucking
I
quality
didn't
test is
learn
that?
anything
Fucking
from
gummy
it.
bears was so.
Yeah, I know. You're sitting there going, how about you actually try and wire up shit and which one looks the cleanest? Like, do that.
Just every time I go on TikTok, I know it's going to be a good video when the quality is really bad.
Oh,
Oh
and the
yeah,
fucking,
that's quality, yeah.
yeah. And the fucking emotional
Emotional
damage.
damage.
Oh my.
I'll scroll
Oh.
through for like I'll be like
fucking-
a minute in, and
I
I'll just
fucking
get it
love
like
that,
twice.
man.
It's funny, but it's so annoying.
I'm also getting sick of the uncanny Mr. Incredible meme.
Me.
I'm jumping off
yeah,
that train
yeah.
now.
I don't know. I've
The-
done that a couple times and I've loved it.
The uncanny one where it's both him getting more and more depressed and where he's getting more and more happy. It's like I don't care either way. Like I don't know. But no. But actually, wait, can we just appreciate that Ryan has put in quite a decent amount of change to ensure that he sounds nice on the podcast. He's
It's a
rocking the
fucking-
specs.
It's a
Yeah.
contest now.
Is
Bro,
your mic
it's on his-
glowing? Is it glowing
bro,
orange or
it's
something?
glowing, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's when it's on. You can touch the mute at the top, and when it's like not glowing anymore, it means it's
Yeah,
muted.
it's got.
That's so
I don't know if
sick.
it's RGB, but it's got LEDs. I've
God.
seen a couple of them with LED mic and stuff in it. I think it's really cool.
Quick, Ryan, give us the spec rundown. Give us the specs rundown, big man.
Oh, bro, I don't know the specs off by heart. I have to search them up.
Well, no, just like the actual microphone and what you're using to hold it. Sort
Oh,
of thing.
okay. Well, yeah, it's the HyperX Quadcast. I forgot what boom arm. I think it's the. I told you which one I got. I think it's the Tascam boom arm. It cost me about what $100.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And the mic cost me about $230, $240
Hey.
for the mic. Yeah.
My
Wow.
microphone cost me $63. So anything, bro.
Wow, I could have
Ah.
gotten the mic for like 184. That's actually kind of sad. What the fuck?
Oh my
damn.
Yeah, you can't run
It's nice
overboard.
because it's got 4 polar patterns. Because some mics usually come either cardioid or omnidirectional or stereo or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one you can change between all 4. I feel like the only really good one is cardioid. 'Cause,
Really, just yeah.
yeah, it
Sorry,
depends,
but-
right? But there's no
yeah.
use for me personally for the other ones because like stereo obviously I think
Mm.
is left and right. The other one is back and forth, and then omnidirectional is obviously all around the mic. And I've got no reason to use those polar patterns because I've
Yeah.
got no one else
Mm.
to use the mic with. It's just me. So in that case, may as well just use cardioid.
Those are the sort of mics that you want when you're doing online podcasts or when you're streaming because they're so easy to like swap and choose and go, oh, I need omnidirectional or I need cardioid or I need stereo. And it's
Yeah.
so easy to configure as well.
Yeah, this was really easy to like set up. Honestly, very intuitive.
How
Yeah,
heavy is the mic
Blue Yeti is
line?
massive.
Do you think?
Like
Wait,
it's heavy.
yeah, that's the problem
It's-
with this
no,
mic is that like I
it's
don't
not
think we can get an
heavy.
arm for it.
No, you can. The stand is what's heavy. I've taken it off and it's so light. It'll be
Oh,
on
really?
Or like an apple.
It's just
Yeah,
the
if you guys took the
The
stand off, yeah.
If you take the
literally took
stand off,
stand
it takes off like 10 kilos. I swear to God. He's just doing it now. Trust me, the mic is light.
Mythbusters right
It's
now.
the stand that's heavy because the stand is like
Yeah.
pure steel. But like once you take it off the stand, it can go on any kind of arm. I want to get an arm eventually.
Hmm.
'Cause, where it
Yeah.
is now isn't the best.
My goal is I want to get what Ryan's got, the HyperX, because that is like the best sort of like microphones. There's also, I think, Ollie, you and I were talking about the Shure microphones,
Yeah.
which are like $300,
Yeah.
and they're like
Well,
direct.
you-
They're like direct.
That is
I
pretty
saw-
light.
I
Yeah, it's
saw-
actually not that bad.
I saw a
Holy
stand
crap,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
is the
Why is
stand
it
so
like you can smash someone with this thing? Oh shit!
You could actually kill someone.
the stand is heavy as fuck. The mic is light as balls. 'cause
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this mic's about 254 grams, I believe.
Yeah, I think the
I wouldn't-
limit is a bit over, but still a bit under.
Ryan, with the bipod thing, whatever
Tripod.
that is, that's holding a mic hold. A tripod.
Yes, a tripod.
Is it? I don't know.
it's
Anyway,
it's
the
a
long
studio
arm
arm.
thing. Is it? Can you use it on like other things, or is it just that one you've got? That mic, like that thing.
Most mics, I believe, in some way you will be able to. We'll connect to this because So this
It's just
mic.
a
Oh
screw
wait,
on,
is
isn't
it the?
It actually.
Oh,
came
is it
with
just a screw on?
It's yeah, it is a screw on. But this mic,
Oh.
it came with a little
Yeah,
like a little,
Because
like, connect
James,
thing.
if you have a look
Okay.
underneath, there is a thread thing. Yours will have like a cover in it, but there is a thread underneath the mic that you can screw
Yeah,
on.
this
from
is
most
right here is
stands.
where it
Yeah,
screws
there
on.
is.
Yeah.
Screws in the right.
So
here.
as long as you have the right dimensions for what the screw on thing is, which is just like a basic mic screw on, you should be good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
okay,
mics,
okay.
I
I
think,
want
do have
to.
the screw on thing.
Yeah, I really want to get one because like it hurts my back trying to
What, hunching over?
lean in.
How does
Yeah,
it hurt
speak
to
into the
lean your
mic.
back into a mic? Like,
Yeah, I
hey
know.
guys,
Jaden, I'm an
Jaden.
old
I'm
man.
older than
okay?
you.
You gotta have that bit straight.
Old man. Yeah, well, at least I know Zoomer. No.
Ryan's older than all of us,
Ryan,
and you do
I'm
hear
not
him.
Ryan,
fucking
how old are you,
boomer over
man?
here,
How old are
Ryan.
you?
Yeah, but Ryan's
Do you not want to disclose that information?
yeah, that is.
I'm fucking ancient, and I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know that. I want people to think
He's
I'm
not
18.
ancient.
Bet you,
I'm
bet
fucking
he's like
like
50.
50, I
Believe me,
swear.
okay.
No, yeah, no.
Compared to our age, he's like
Yeah.
50.
He's so
Ryan's
wise
crazy.
right
That's so
now.
mean. That's so
How's
mean,
one more,
though.
man?
Ooh. Yeah, no, tell us, how did the Korean War go? Tell us about that.
When
hate
did
you
this?
guys.
When did this just turn into
Damn
destroying
it!
Ryan's
I was gonna
age?
make a joke, but I can't say it. It's very offensive.
Anyway,
Guys, I'm
moving
not
on.
that old, okay?
Ryan's
Yeah,
not that
he's-
old, and
he's
he's
not
a
50,
he's
he's
a
like
s-
30.
I'm like
he's a
38.
sexy.
I'm not that solid 38.
How old he is? He's seen us all come out of
Ryan's
the
a sexy human. Oh, God.
I'm about to dox Ryan right now. He's actually 1,246 years old.
Oh,
Damn it!
fuck.
And he lives in Antarctica as well.
That dog.
Bitch.
Oh, I'm gonna
Antarctica, you
fucking
mean
visit you in the middle of the
Antarctica?
night with a fucking VB long
Yeah,
neck.
Yeah,
Do
go on,
it.
do it. Do it. You won't. Pussy bitch.
Also, Ryan's
old to get a
bank account
baby
got
loan.
released. He spent $5,000 on V-Bucks.
Yeah, guys,
Hey,
get
man,
it, get it
wanted
now.
to- he
all
wanted-
right?
that, okay?
Make sure to
He
jump
wanted
on
a
that
Spider-Man
train.
costume.
Ryan, do you want to bust down and give us an orange justice real quick?
I
the
will
fuck
not
is-
do that. My
who the
room is not
fuck
big
is
enough for
Orange
that. I have
Justice?
like no space.
No,
Dude,
who's
Orange
this
Justice-
man?
I
It's
can't.
an
I
emo.
can't.
Who's this
orange
man that you
justice.
speak
I've got
of?
no room.
Orange justicing, bro. Oh man,
Do I have to
Let's
look this
forget
up?
that.
that shit's so epic. What do you mean, Ollie?
This guy is fucked.
Just me and Ollie.
Ollie, I'll fucking fight you. It's the best meme dance ever.
It's not. Okay, the
It's
flossing's
second
better.
only the
Fight
default
me.
dance.
I'm a flosser.
You
Fight me.
fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with
child.
Ollie. I feel like the floss is
The
the
floss
better
is
meme.
just.
Yeah,
The
no,
floss is just a
flossing-
better meme.
flossing
It's
is
the
It's
for
like you can
fucking
children.
floss while
child.
you're walking. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
can
for children,
floss
bro.
while walking. Like you can't
Orange
orange
justice-
justice
When a
while
girl
walking.
hits on him, he
Orange
starts
justice
flossing.
is the acquired taste.
Oh, fuck
Wait,
it.
so can someone actually pop me an orange justice? I want to see what that looks like.
I can't do it.
I'll give you a
Michael,
floss. I can
Michael,
try a floss.
No, bro.
Michael, do it. I got no room, bro. I
Oh,
got
Michael,
nothing.
Michael, I think it looks like you've got a decent amount of space. You got this.
Yeah,
This is
come
a
on,
dance.
buddy.
Come on, Michael.
Michael's so
It is.
he's
Dance
blushing.
off.
You'll know it when
blushing.
you see it. You'll know it when you
I'm
see it.
trying to
Jaden.
talk, but it won't work. I'm not going to do an orange
Fuck
justice.
orange
That's not
justice.
happening.
No,
Come on.
Give
Bro,
us an
that's
orange
not
justice.
happening.
I'm looking this up.
James,
Yeah,
you
it's
look like
alright.
got
I
space.
got some space.
Huh?
You look like got some
What the
space, James.
I don't even know what an orange justice is.
He found
What
it.
is this?
Is that the
Uh,
kid? Is that the kid in the orange? Is that the kid in
Is
the
that the
orange
kid in the
shirt?
orange
Yeah, yeah.
shirt? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the one
it's
who
gotta be.
invented the dance.
That's
It's
the
a
only one that you
Fortnite
need to worry
dance.
about. That's the only one you need to borrow.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, I want to
Yeah,
see
look at-
this. Hold up.
The second best one after default dance.
What the?
What
I
the
can't do
fuck?
it.
Default dance.
Yeah, bro. Default
Yeah.
dance is the fucking number one. That shit's classic.
I forgot about default dance.
You know, fun fact, they
Holy shit.
stole
Did you
that
forget
from
about
Scrubs, like that dance. Yeah, I didn't know that
Yeah.
till the other day. I was like, whoa.
I mean, they've stolen most of their dances, really.
Yeah, they steal
Yeah.
all their dances. It
The
doesn't
orange
matter.
justice is from a competition, I think, that they did.
Oh,
But I don't think they actually rewarded anyone. I think they just stole the dance and used it.
bro, it sucks
they
being
didn't compensate
Australia.
the
It's
poor
fucking
kid.
hot.
Dude, I'm
Bro,
trying
what
to watch.
temperature is it for you guys?
It's fucking
30?
hot.
For me, it's about
hot.
For me, it's about like 15 degrees in my room because I got my aircon on.
I don't have
What?
aircon on.
Wait, did someone say 30? 30 degrees?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
hot.
fucking
About now,
God,
yeah,
no
I think it
way.
is about 30
No
outside.
shot. No fucking
Yeah, it's
shot.
hot. It's hot. Yeah, it's
Oh
hot.
my God, I would not
I'm sweating in my
survive
shirt. How do you do
God.
that?
This-
like that dance?
God.
This dance
It's
is
hot here,
amazing.
and it's 17
It was like-
degrees.
was it?
This kid is going to be a legend when he's older.
Oh, here. What do you mean? Here
That is amazing. I'm gonna try and
He's
do it.
already
You boys
legend.
ready?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
boys
wait,
ready? I'm gonna
Let me
do
try
it.
it too. Let me try it too. Wait.
Oh my
it's
My
like-
God,
No.
I wish.
No,
Oh
Jaden,
my
your
God.
your
So
face
it's like-
cam's just frozen, by the way. Just letting you know.
No, he's got it. I've got it for him.
For me, it's just
I don't-
frozen.
Oh
What
my
the
God, their
fuck?
attempts are so good. I love it.
Was that not
Oh,
amazing? Oh my
That was
gosh.
amazing. That was amazing.
Where-
That was such a good attempt. I'm so proud.
I'm gonna
Well,
bust that
just-
one out
just-
when we're at the club.
I got no
Just
space.
for everyone's
We'll
knowledge.
put it out the club. Put it out
Have you
the club,
heard of the
James.
hit
When we-
game
when we bring-
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Popular
Put out the
children's
club.
game.
Oh,
Fortnite.
should we tell people about our Fortnite experience, James?
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Oh no!
What do you mean? You
It's
guys
embarrassing.
slayed. How is that embarrassing?
It's
You
a-
guys
It's
did
a
not-
We don't
game
even
for
play
Fortnite.
kids.
Yeah, I know.
It's a game for kids.
It's a
Okay,
dumb game
no,
for kids.
no, I'm gonna tell the story because these two are too bitchy. But like,
No,
they
I'll tell
play-
the fucking story. I'll do
There
it.
you go. Go
All
on,
right,
go
all
on.
right. So me and James got bored one night. We had Oli over and another friend over, Mason.
Mason.
And we were like, let's play some Fortnite because me and him don't actually like Fortnite. We play it ironically. We don't play it like because we like it. So we picked the game up. We played 2-player, and we're like, oh, okay, cool. This will be fun. We're gonna get our ass whooped. And we got Battle Royale like 5 times.
Like 10 times in a row.
Yeah, like not
Like
even
we got
joking.
7 times in a row, and then we went back home and then got online. We're like, hey man, you gonna try Fortnite again? Just to see if we can break our chances. And we won another 2 times. We we're like, okay, this is not fun. I just
And
give up. So
And then I think what threw more dirt like into people's faces is every time they die, we're like, I'm gonna rub some dirt in your eye. Just every time we'd kill them, just I'm gonna rub some dirt in your
I'm trying
eye.
to rub some dirt in your eye.
It's and
Mm.
like it's just I don't know, it's just dumb, but it was funny. And then Oli,
James-
Oh, yeah,
Oli-
my
Ollie was like,
experience with
"Fuck off."
toxicity. I know. My experience with toxicity the other week was when I was playing Halo Infinite. Yeah, lol. Oh my god, kill me. Anyway, and I was playing this game trying to get kills with the freaking disruptor thing, the disruptor weapon, or whatever the
Disruptor
hell.
online.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Anyway, and we're playing Oddball, and I was like doing really bad because I was using this awful weapon. Because a weapon is basically like a kind of weapon where it just drops your shields, and then it takes about 10, 12 shots to actually kill someone. So I was struggling
it's
so
pretty
much. Yeah, I only needed like 5 kills, but anyway, it just took ages. And we were playing this Oddball game, and it was perfect because I could just keep going for the guy with the ball. And anyway, I kept killing this one guy over and over again because he was basically carrying their team. And I was going like my ratio is really bad, but every time I killed him, I teabagged him. I know it's not very nice to do that, but
Teabagging
I
is the
kept-
thing. It's when you teabag and punch is the.
I thought it was respectful because like I got teabagged him at the start of the game when I was holding the ball and he like hit me in the back, and I'm like, all right, bitch. So I just busted out the disruptor, which is a terrible gun. It's really hard to get kills with, and every time I killed him with it, I had to teabag him. And then anyway, he messaged me and he's like, wow, negative ratio and you're bagging trash. And then I responded with, wow, look at little Goblin Jr. gonna
You're gonna
cry.
cry.
And then,
Gonna cry.
and then he invited me to a party. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I just left, and I just went onto another server. I'm like, oh my god, I think I
it's
made
a
him
good
mad.
thing you
So
didn't
funny.
do it. You would have
I
gotten
think I
fucking
made him
roasted
mad.
alive.
Yeah.
James, I want you to teabag in Smash, and I want to see the exact same reaction because if you teabag in Smash, you're dead.
I know, if you
will.
teabag and smash, Sakurai will come after you and bomb your house.
Yeah, he will literally come at your house naked with a 40k 7 and kill you. He will walk into your house with a knife.
Who's Sakurai?
He made Smash.
He made Smash.
Oh,
Daddy
okay.
Sakurai. Do you know that meme? If you typed in his name, just a African American guy would pop up, and he looks like sad.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. So wait, I'll look this up. Master Hero.
I
Sakurai.
love trying to sneak like geography facts into any
Oh
podcast
my
I
God,
can
you're
because
such
I
a
just
geography
need to
buff.
do
Oh
it.
my
I
gosh.
need to do it.
This
Dude,
guy
what's your
and his
mindset,
and his
Michael?
flag.
Are you a
This guy
geography
and
buff
his
or a
bloody
film buff?
flags.
Zambia tried to have a space initiative and their GDP is in the billions. Now, that doesn't make sense because for a
What's
space
GDP?
initiative. What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid?
No, what's the abbreviation? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not caught up with Zambia and stuff. Okay, or just
It's not a Zambia thing. It's like every country has a GDP.
It's a
What's
gross
it?
domestic product. So, like, how much money you make a year from like the
Oh.
products that you sell. So, Australia.
Which products were they selling?
I don't fuck. That's not the
James, that's not-
point.
Cocaine.
No.
The point
Okay,
is
sorry.
the
Shit.
point. The point is that they tried to have a space initiative, even though they don't even have a. They're not even close to having anything. What the fuck was that? They weren't even close to having anything near the budget for it. The US, in comparison to Zambia, is like apples to cucumbers. It's nothing, honestly. But anyways, that's my fun general geography tip.
So
Is there
wait,
actually-
how are they affording a space initiative if Oh, is that Nick? Yo.
What the fuck?
No,
He's not going to be
God,
talking.
what
He's
the
not going to
fuck?
be talking. He's only
He's
here
not
for a
gonna be
minute.
talking. Why did you fucking mention it? Oh, you guys.
Okay, my bad.
Anyways.
I mean, Nick's not here. He actually just died. As soon as you joined, he just died. He's gone. Wait, Ryan,
can you look at-
Ryan, can you look at general for a second?
What the fuck?
So if you type in Sakurai, that guy pops up.
Anyways, I also wanted to say, but thank you to Nick because I asked Nick earlier today to start working on the late night lounge social media accounts. So I want to thank Nick for that because Nick's been
sounds
working.
exciting.
on that.
Yo, I'll have to pop it a follow.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it probably isn't. It probably isn't up yet. But Nick, I asked Nick, and he was very quick to do it, and I want to thank Nick for doing that. Because I could not manage social media accounts. Absolutely fucking not. No way in hell I could do that.
Easy.
Well,
I'm curious. Since we were talking about like certain skills that we have, is there like any skills that we have that we want to like have a career out of it? Like, you know, fucking Michael's. What is it? What you're so good into, Michael? We're just talking about it.
He's good at
well-
flags.
Yeah. So his knowledge of flags will probably lead him to like a flag job or something. So like,
well, probably not considering I'm going to university for film. So
okay,
it
well,
probably-
fine. You're gonna be a director or something.
If I start in film and I end up in like geography, then there's something seriously that's gone wrong in like the middle area there. But yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't minor in geography.
I wanted to, but there's no course. You can't. They don't offer courses like that.
I see.
Sad.
But no, my love for geography only really came when when COVID hit and I had nothing to do for 2 weeks. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna memorize every single like flag that there is,
That's cool.
and that's all it is. But no, I wanna work. 2022, I'm focusing on university, and I want to work on my filmmaking skills. I want to be a writer, director, and producer on films. Also a sound designer, but that's
sound
like-
director.
sound director, but that's a bit different.
That's a lot of jobs, man.
Well, the film is a bit different because in university you have to you do everything in film, and then you sort of find your niche, and then in your third and fourth year you sort of go off with your own niche and sort of understand it. So I say I want to be a writer director because that's what I want to do in filmmaking. But the sound directing, while that's also something I want to do, it's something more stable that I can like latch onto in the film industry because they always need sound. You always need sound, and you always need cinematographers in film, which is something that you wouldn't imagine. Oh my god!
Excuse me.
Oh my god!
You know, like cinema is just such a creative medium. It's never going to get shuffled up by technology, and it's
Yeah.
always going
Yeah.
to be a thing.
You and I were having a conversation about that though,
Yeah,
Ryan.
yeah. I just
Like,
thought it was
we were-
I just thought it was prudent to bring up now.
Yeah, and especially like we were talking about, I think it was yesterday, was film, IT, maybe law, and maybe that's the only three. Because I think medicine as well, but even robots are like taking over medicine. I mean, like they did. I mean, they did do like surgery on a grape. So
Well, robots aren't taking over medicine. It's just that it's making it very easy for surgeons to be able to have a stress-free like operation table whilst using like
Yeah.
certain like machines and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
honestly don't agree with the whole replacing people's jobs with robots and stuff like that. I feel like there's a good balance between having like help from machinery and also getting actual people to like do things, like how how Jeff Bezos was trying to patent pen an idea where you walk into a shop and basically it scans your phone or whatever like card you have that's for that shop, and it basically says, all right, like as soon as you go in there, you just basically scan a product with your phone, and then when you walk out, it'll charge you because the scanners will like charge your phone or something. And I think that's cool and all. It makes it really convenient, but it just like the amount of people that would lose their jobs over that and all that stuff, it's just insane. And I think that's very convenient and stuff, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't really agree with it. I think personally, just because like maybe it's just like my ego and my personal like history with jobs and stuff like that are all very focused on like people, whereas if technically you could replace it with robots, but yeah, like McDonald's and all those fast food places and all that stuff, you still need people to make the food, but it is possible that they could replace it with robots. And I wouldn't be surprised if the McDonald's franchise did do that, because let's be honest, McDonald's, KFC, all that stuff, they're pretty money hungry lately.
Yeah.
And
They're pretty
yeah, it's
keen on
just
saving a
scary.
buck.
Yeah, and it would make it even harder for teenagers and like just young adults like us to be able to maintain a job, to afford like uni and all that stuff if that's how it's going to be in the future. But I have hope because people like Elon Musk and stuff, they're all very codependent on us. Yeah, very humanitarian and stuff. And yeah, he really is striving to try and I don't know, make our generation happy, I guess. Because he's just great. He's a good old boomer. He's awesome. It's great.
Cool.
Anyway, that's my little rant on it. But
If
yeah.
it was between
if
me,
everyone-
I was gonna say, if it's between me or a robot to make a hot dog, they would just replace me entirely.
Yeah.
that's exactly
Sad-
that's
exactly it.
sad
That's what they do.
Remember, having robots is like, I'm not saying this is an excuse, but that you still need to hire people to manage the robots. So there is still a job there, but it still does.
Yeah,
take away
true.
other jobs. Because you
Yeah,
still need
it's
to
just
hire
that-
technicians. Like I know
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
there's a hydro dam that's pretty much just run by only robots, but there are still a lot more jobs of technicians who still run the robots, control the robots, and stuff like that. It's just more that like it's because it's a dangerous area with where the dam is. It's safer to have robots on site instead of humans.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just think personally, if you're going to introduce machinery into certain jobs that don't necessarily have them, or it isn't like a common occurrence, then it should be something to assist the people working, not to replace the people. And also, like, why would we need to introduce robots anyway? Like, unless it's to help the environment, to make like making goods and selling and stuff a lot like easier on fucking coal emissions and all that shit in factories, then sure, go for it. But honestly, it's just another thing that's going through a factory and getting built and like putting shit in our atmosphere that's ruining the ozone layer and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I just think it's pretty okay now. It's just I don't really know what the governments are doing that's making the housing prices and stuff go up, but I don't know.
What you're saying, right? I get that, but there are certain things that robots are doing nowadays that are helping. Like Nick linked the whole robots. Robots are now helping.
Yeah, Nick, you aren't funny, by the way.
Yeah, this robots are helping like disabled people live easier. They're letting elderly people live easier. They do help, but you have to strike that exact balance between human help and robotic help. Because if you stray too far one way or the other, then you're just going to tip the balance, and then I don't know, something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching this video the other day. It's like you guys should everyone should definitely follow this YouTube channel called Let Me Know, and he makes high quality, freaking amazing videos all by himself. Yeah, he's so good, and he did a video on like what could potentially bring the human race to extinction, sort of thing. And one of the things at the end was that he was like referencing a lot of scientists and stuff, saying that it's not that AI is going to become conscious and all that stuff. That's not what they're worried about. It's just that they're worried that there's a lot of things at the moment, like with supercomputers and stuff, that are actually going past the threshold of human intelligence. Like so basically they build a machine, right, and it's self-learning, and it's not that it has a conscious, but it'll literally just keep learning more and more stuff that at some point it literally every human combined, like on this planet combined, it will pass that threshold and become smarter than everyone because it has all this knowledge, and then it'll start doing things like accessing launch codes and all that stuff to try and, because of all the information it's gathered together, to try and create a better balance with like humans and nature and all that stuff. But at the same time, it will sacrifice a lot of things unintentionally, not because it has a conscious, but because it just thinks that's the best thing to do. But yeah, that's like what they're worried about, because we have like a gazillion freaking supercomputers in the world now, and it's quite scary how if we just leave them unattended, they could just do all this stuff. Like, imagine if we had a supercomputer in the White House that just did all their fucking paperwork or something like that, and then one day someone left it unattended, so then it accessed the launch codes and basically set off all the nukes to try and get rid of them from the planet, because it knows that nukes aren't helping the planet, but unintentionally it will think like you know what I mean.
James, you literally just made like a movie script right now. It's like a movie.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
There are stories and movies based on the idea that there's an AI that starts in an office, and when they say, and then it asks for I know there's one story of this writing robot, and then eventually, one of their main things was don't let it access the internet, and then one day they found a really big breakthrough with it or some shit, and it wanted access to the internet, so they thought, okay, maybe just one time we'll give 24 hours on the internet. In that 24 hours, it learned to disable the internet for everyone else and make it so it can't be programmed out of the internet. And then eventually, just learned to make everyone go extinct or some shit.
I feel like two excellent films that sort of touch on that. Deus Ex Machina, which has Oscar Isaac in it.
Oh, you mean Ex Machina?
Oh, Ex Machina. Sorry,
that movie's really good.
Yeah,
you're talking about
really
the game.
No.
He loves that game.
The game is Deus Ex. It's not Deus Ex Machina. But no,
oh yeah, true.
No, it's Ryan. I think you'd agree that's like a good like understanding.
Yeah.
And I also think usually I think Chappie, I think Terminator with Skynet, Age of Ultron. There's a lot of films that sort of touch onto that because it's become a bigger thing now with technology. I think, Ryan, you and I were talking about the whole idea that artificial intelligence scares the bejesus out of us because if it goes unchecked, we're screwed. Like
there's limitless potential, and it's inevitable. So
yeah, it is inevitable because
scary.
Some idiot is going to think, oh, it's smart enough to put into artificial intelligence in, and then it's just going to enslave us.
Well, the thing is that it's Oh no! Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's that whole thing about like most movies nowadays are like they're like a warning that you shouldn't do this. Like Terminator, like it's literally like a warning sign to never fuck with like AI sometimes because AI will come back and bite you in the butt. basically, where like it will enslave all of humanity or kill you all. It's like most of those movies just kind of teach you that you shouldn't fuck with nature sometimes and just, let nature do its course instead of just focusing on technology, building a super AI, and then super AI having a mind of its own where it can do whatever it wants. It wants to kill people. It wants to do what it wants. It just enslaves people. It's just, I don't know. Most movies just kind of teach you that you shouldn't do that. I don't know if that's just
Yeah.
only me. I don't know if it's me on that one, but
Yeah. Well, what you guys talking about is like artificial intelligence having a conscious and like enslaving humanity, and that's not what scientists are worried about that are like making these AI. They're more worried about leaving it unattended and that all the programming that they've given it, it's able to self-replicate like a lot of information that it learns online and all this stuff, and tries doing things that it thinks is best for humanity. But in reality, since like doing one thing in, like, say if you were the president, right, if you did one thing to try and help a country, it could potentially fuck over so many other countries just because that person hasn't taken in consideration for everything. And that's what they're worried about with AI, is that like it'll try and do all these things at once that in reality it'll just kind of screw it over. So like, say if it stops a certain factory and stuff from pumping out like rosters and stuff for people to go chop down trees so it can save the trees. Problem with that is that like it really fucks over the jobs and stuff over there, and people start getting aggressive about it, and then like the economy will kind of crash in that area of the world and all that stuff. And then also we'd have a lot of overpopulation with like trees and all this stuff, which it isn't a bad thing, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just like it's really really hard to try and monitor AI like growth and stuff if you give it all these different functions to do. So I think if we just have machines just doing one specific thing really well, it's okay. It's just that when you try having a supercomputer, like a lot of countries try having, to try and decode messages and stuff in preparation for war and like civil war and all that stuff, it really gets finicky and really fucky. But yeah, I
feel
don't
like
know.
the only places I kind of trust having a supercomputer is Japan or South Korea. Those are the only two places I trust having a supercomputer, because I feel like they are most in depth and know the most about that sort of technology. And I know Taiwan is starting to use exoskeletons in their military. So I don't really like the idea of an AI or a supercomputer like you're talking about is the fucking scariest thing I could think of. Like that is terrifying. But as long as it's used correctly and people don't go overboard with the idea of computers, then there's no problem. I mean, we use airplanes are basically flown using computers alone, and then they only use the pilots just in case something bad happens. So, it is happening whether you like it or not. I
Well, that's
guess.
also why radio towers exist, just so it knows where it's going and shit, and making sure nothing bad happens. Why radio towers exists. So
Yeah. All right.
It's
well,
really cool though with the progression. But yeah, anyway. Sorry,
No, yeah,
continue.
it's all good.
we're talking about enslavement over here, so
Yeah. I guess we're moving away from the topic. I'm just wondering with you guys, this is a complete separate topic, but I'm sort of wondering what you guys I talked about it a little bit myself, but I want to go and go around and just see what you guys want out of 2022.
ooh.
2022, it's a new year, same people. Let's be honest, new year, new us doesn't mean shit. But I'll ask Jaden first because Jaden is our guest.
Ooh.
What do you want out of 2022 this year?
Like
Could be anything.
what do you? Okay, so anything. Maybe I'll make one like one gaming and one normal thing because I got two. So one, I'm pretty sure we talked about this, but this year I want games to be a bit more polished. Like
Yeah,
I want games to be finished. Like I don't want a half-ass game. Like
I think everyone wants that
I
nowadays.
think last year was really bad. No, last year was really bad. Like we never got like a complete game. Like, I don't really count it, but but I will count it. Cyberpunk, sorry, Halo Infinite, Call of Duty. Like we've had a shit ton, and in my opinion, it's become a joke. So we need a game that needs to be. If it's not done, just tell us. I'm pretty sure the community be happy about it not being finished. They're like, okay, cool, not finished. That means we can wait. That's fine as long as it's good. I don't give a fuck. That's all I care about for this year. I know I won't get what I want because it's not all about me. It's about everyone. So, and one thing I want in real life, I want everyone to maybe stop freaking out about COVID like a lot. Like that sounds very bad, but it's just
Hot
because
take.
Yeah, I literally went into Woolies today, and every single bit of toilet paper was sold out again.
Yeah. So I was about to bring that up. So I went to the shops
You mean
today.
the hoarding? Yeah, the hoarding is.
No, yeah, so that's what I mean, right? Like the hoarding needs to stop. Like I went to go get some groceries today. So when you go into Woolworths, there's like the toilets and then there's the freezer section, like in the same aisle. It was all
Yeah.
gone. There was nothing in the freezer. There was nothing in the toilet section. It was all gone. Like it's crazy to think that people are still freaking out about this, and they have every right to, but they're going to extreme measures that in my opinion, they're overreacting about it.
I know. Well, they do realize that we're never going to go into lockdown again because too many people are vaccinated. All there's going to be all there is going to be is just mask mandatories and shit. So that you don't need a hoard shit anyway.
That's just.
It's just so many people are selfish. Yeah, no, Jay,
I know.
You're exactly right.
It's
so many people are selfish.
So many people are so selfish. I have seen people literally fight over toilet paper. I'm like, what? Toilet paper has nothing to do with COVID, like at all.
I've always been confused. Why it's toilet paper? Why not canned food? Why is
I know, right? Like, it's just crazy to think that. It's just honestly, we're was this year 3 into COVID now? Like technically this is year 3 and like it's still going on, like the hoarding thing, like it just needs to stop.
Yeah, it's so funny how all these people probably went to primary school and stuff and even prep and got learnt to respect others and to cater for people around you so that you can have a better environment for yourself and others, and people are acting like fucking 10-year-olds. Like it's so bad. Like honestly, COVID, like getting your vaccines and stuff, sure, it's to prevent you from getting any sicker and stuff and from actually getting a really bad respiratory reaction. But it's also 100% way more important so they can help people around you. So it stops spreading so badly.
I was going to say that
the whole point of all these vaccinations and procedures is to help the people around you, not yourself. You
really nice person.
Sorry, I'm getting really.
Okay,
don't get so. Like people are so dumb.
Hot take. He's taking this word. I was just gonna say.
Sorry. I don't mean to get mad. I'm just like, it's super frustrating.
I'm not gonna be mad on this, but people who don't want to get the jab, I can understand. However, like, yes, you are kind of suffering because you can't do most stuff, but like all the people, like, oh, it's so unfair that people who are vaccinated get to do this and that. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask to get vaccinated. My only reason to get vaccinated was so I could continue working. That was my only reason. That was my only reason to get vaccinated. So
my only reason is just so I'm immune, so I don't get sick.
I know, but like it's just because they keep like it's just I like the come on, bring this back, like the Clay Palmer thing. It's just I keep seeing it on YouTube. It's everywhere. I can't stop seeing that ad.
Let's not get like,
so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Do you want to? All right,
Is that
all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you.
All right.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, what's up?
I actually have the opposite opinion of you guys. Well, I mean, no, actually, I do share your opinion. But the thing is, as I was talking to Mark about this earlier, but I actually don't think people care enough about COVID, at least now. Because the rate at which it's spreading.
Oh no, 100%. No, 100. But they only care about like the food and
what
shit.
What Jaden means is like the supplies.
The hoarding. I get that. Yeah, the hoarding needs to stop. That's true.
Yes,
COVID in itself is highly undersold as a virus.
That's like, I feel like the hoarding is like a really just a niche group of people. I feel like most people aren't actually hoarding, but most people don't care anymore.
I would question someone if they walked out with like 50 rolls of toilet paper. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, honestly, I'm sick of hearing about COVID and just all this stuff that's going on. And people just
I understand people are probably sick of it. I'm sick of it. Everyone's sick of it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it any less like serious. Like it doesn't mean
it has to. No, 100%. You can't just like dawdle on all this stuff. It's like just put in a little extra effort and just time to care for the people around you, and we'll all get through this really easy.
Dude, I said this to Michael earlier. I know someone that went to a party in Brisbane last night, I believe, and they had a friend who went to Brisbane. Or a friend of a friend, I think. They went to the party in Brisbane, knowingly testing positive that morning. and I couldn't believe
Oh
it.
my god.
I could
That's
not
Oh
believe
my
you would
God.
knowingly go to a party
crazy.
when you've
Oh
No,
my
tested
no,
God.
positive.
that's actually a count of terrorism if you do that.
Yeah.
Officially,
Yeah.
It's
it's
insane.
it's officially legally. If you're tested positive and you choose to go outside, it can be counted as terrorism
Yeah.
because you have intent to get people infected.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would ever do that. Like, why would you go out if you've been tested positive? Another thing, we were talking about like people getting sorry to keep this
No,
going
no,
on.
no,
Yeah, yeah, that's
No, no,
fine.
no. Keep
I've
going.
got
Keep
got
going.
a strong
That's your
opinion
fine.
about this
Yeah, it's fine.
because
Yeah.
I've got a friend, and his family is an anti-vax family, so he's gotten vaccinated, but he had to actually sneak his vaccinations. He didn't tell his family. He had to get
Oh
it behind their
gosh.
backs because they're so like opinionated about the vaccine. And
Yeah.
I think Jaden said, people that don't want to get vaccinated,
That's fine.
uh,
That's fine.
you know, I don't want to like rag on them too hard. That's your choice, I guess.
Yeah.
But you can't complain about it because
Yeah,
no one
exactly.
really
Yeah.
wants to get vaccinated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all for
That's
the
what I was
benefit of
saying.
everyone
Yeah, like
else.
no one wanted to
Yeah.
get vaccinated. It's just we had no choice. So
Yeah.
I don't understand people
Yeah.
complaining about it. Like we weren't like, yeah, we want to get vaccinated. None of us want to get vaccinated. We just had no choice.
Nah.
I think the whole thing is that you don't complain about getting a flu shot. You don't complain about getting a when you have to go overseas. Like when I've had to go overseas, I've had to get shots for like hepatitis and all that. I didn't care, but all of a sudden this massive COVID's happened, and then there's a massive push by the government to get everyone vaccinated, and all of a sudden everyone's complaining about it, which is strange because it's never been. I mean, there's always been the people don't want to vaccinate their children because of this, and that sort of thing, but it just seems weird that now that COVID's come out, people are like, oh, this is a reason why you shouldn't get vaccinated, or that isn't a reason why they shouldn't get vaccinated, when these are probably the same people who have gone over to like China or Africa or like Japan, not Japan, or like Vietnam, who have had to have gotten shots like for hepatitis just so they don't get it, and then they can go overseas. But
I
since
think
they
I think that's a yes and no. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think
No, yeah, I get it.
the same people who don't want to get the COVID shot are the same people who don't like vaccinations. Some of them will unwillingly have to get them if they want to go overseas, but they won't agree with it. I don't think there's people who are okay with getting the flu shot but then bitching about the COVID vaccination. I haven't met anyone who is like that. If
I've
there
met a
is,
few.
if there
I've met a
is,
few.
then like I don't. Then I'm sure you probably have a point there. But I think it's a very niche market of people who do that. I think overall it's either you're anti-vaxxer or you just don't give a shit and you just want to end this fucking suffering. I don't think there's any in between.
Yeah, and the thing is, less people care, the more people allow like this thing to fester, the virus. I mean, and the more people that allow it to spread, and the more people allow it to go like by and not get vaccinated, it just gives COVID more chances to mutate. Like the reason it's mutated twice already and it's mutating again, I believe, is just because people have let it spread too long. People have been so lax about restricting it. Like it's going wild
Yeah.
everywhere right now, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I believe, to my knowledge, it is mutating a third time, or it's going. It will either way. Even if it's not right now, it will mutate again.
Yeah.
And it just like you not getting vaccinated, or you going out to parties when you know you've been tested positive, it's just not helping. Like it's just gonna keep it happening. Like if everybody, I hate to say this, like this feels a bit elitist or like I'm on a high horse, but if everybody had just approached COVID with the same way that my country did, for example, the effects would be way more minimal. Like we've had
Well,
two or three outbreaks. We've been into lockdown like two or three times for like a month or two at the most. And apart from that, that's it. We've got a few community. I think we've got like a couple hundred community cases right now, but they're contained for the most part, to my knowledge. And even though we probably will get a surge at some point in the near future, that's only because it's going wild everywhere. Like us like ourselves, we've done a very good job of containing it.
Yeah,
So
I think
just
New
feel
Zealand is the best country at the moment.
it's not.
with-
It's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I think there is. I think there are better ones, but New Zealand's definitely like the closest one to home. That's
Oh no, it's definitely up there, especially in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oceania region. Like holy crap.
I think in Oceania, New Zealand is definitely number one when it comes to vaccination.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Which-
guys, I don't know what it is, but you guys just seem to have like a fucking switch where it's like, oh, this makes sense. let's do it sort of thing.
Well, our people
Well,
are
it's-
very divided though. Like it's not like
No,
really.
yeah.
A lot of people.
You're gonna
are
get that
divided.
everywhere though.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna
that's
get
true. That's true.
I
I
have
also
a theory,
do.
though.
I have to acknowledge that like it is because it also is due like in part because we're a smaller country. Like it's much harder to do this kind of thing with a bigger country like America or
Yeah.
Australia or anything like that.
Yeah.
I
But
think also it's because since your country is so small, it'd be so much easier to just translate.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah.
give the
It's
virus
sort
to
of
everyone.
it's sort of like it's got its pros and cons. A bigger country has more people, so that gets spread more quickly. But a smaller country, even though it has less people, it's more it's got a higher population density and there's less area between places like people. So it's a big like pros and cons thing. But yeah, I just feel like if people approached the virus in the first place with more dedication, commitment, and just caution, it would not have gotten this bad. At least not
Well,
this
it,
quickly.
Yeah.
it's funny because I was actually thinking about this on a drive once. And this is and this is very unrealistic and very impractical because it's impossible to do because of how different people are of different jobs. But if every single person on the planet stayed at home for a month, at least, the virus would be eradicated. It'd be gone, nowhere else to spread because if everyone is if everyone's at home, they have everything they need. They don't ever have to go out to spread it even more. The virus usually dies off in like 2 weeks. So if you give it a month or 2 months of just complete isolation, meaning like it has nowhere else to spread, it would have died off in about 3 or half a year.
I think
It's
the virus.
It's
I think the virus
impractical.
being. I think the
but
virus being
it
airborne
is-
means that even if everyone that was infected got rid of it, I'm pretty sure the fact that it's airborne means it would still be around.
but
but-
it would not be as serious as it is now.
Yeah. It would be way easier to contain, like way easier
Mhm.
to contain.
Yeah.
Of course, like you said, that's very unrealistic because
It's
like,
a very
like
because obviously you got people who need to go out for power stations. There's essential jobs, and
yeah,
There's
and even
dickheads
if
who don't know how
even
to
if you
social
enforced
distance.
it, there would be people that just did it anyway.
just don't care. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
have to admit, during COVID, during my high school, I didn't stay in lockdown when I had to, and that was my stupidity. A lot of it was just because I wanted to go to a skate park because I used to skate a lot. But that's it, pretty much.
Okay. Well,
Federal
on that
crime.
uplifting fucking note. All right. Let's move
Continue,
on to.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're trying to change topic, James.
We'll move on to Oli. Oli, what are your what do you want to get
Yeah,
done?
thanks,
Oh
Nick.
fuck! I
2022?
completely forgot this was the topic. So what do I want out of 2022? I think I've stated this before, but I just want to try and make music a career, or get that kick started on. That's what I want to try and do.
Hey,
for
that's
this year.
fun. We were talking about that too, weren't we?
So either if I start doing degrees, or if I do like a couple, if I start like actually trying to record it, whether it starts from that or not, or if it's from a band, I don't really care. I want to try and see if I can kickstart that up, start writing music again. That would be my career goal.
That's awesome. Bring some art to the world. You know?
Like I told Ollie, if we commit to it, I don't mind taking singing lessons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, what?
I reckon, Oli, you should just start with some YouTube videos. Just do covers and stuff, and then work your way up to making your own stuff. You know? That's where a lot of people start.
I've been on this for ages, but I want to start either an Instagram or a TikTok where I just cover either like a particular solo of a song or a particular bit that I like of the song, and then that's the thing.
Yeah, well, why wait?
sounds
Just do
awesome.
it now. Just do it now. Why
I've
wait?
been on it for a while
Just
because
get on
like, it's just that like all I got is my phone, and it'll sound bad, but I guess you got to start somewhere, right?
I get the hesitation
Well,
here, but like, yeah, you just like, well, it's true what you just said. You got to start
I've got-
somewhere, and you
yeah.
got nothing to lose.
Yeah, like who gives a shit? So I might start uploading on TikTok with some guitar covers or like stuff like that.
Good.
But I'll
Yeah,
see.
you'd do a great job, man.
That'd be cool,
if you do
man.
that, good luck.
All right. Let's move on to
You.
Let's
Should we do
go
Ryan?
Ryan. Let's
Yeah,
go
I wanna hear
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan, what do
Uh,
you want accomplished in 2022?
Okay, don't diss me for this. Okay, don't mean
There's
on me
no
for this.
dissing.
There's no
Okay, so-
dissing in this group.
I don't know if you'd really
wouldn't
count
say that,
this, but I would like to try and get a girlfriend. Maybe that'd be nice.
You're a bitch.
I knew that was coming. I knew someone was gonna say it.
Let's go.
no, that's just me.
Do you
No,
have
my
any
man,
special?
trying to get
Do you have
back out
anyone
there?
special in mind?
Oh no, no. I'm really shy and I don't get out much, so it's very difficult.
You know what?
but-
I can relay on that one.
Oh, thank you, Jaden. If
It's
no one else
alright.
gets me,
Ryan,
I know Jaden. got me.
with your absolute creamy, sexy honey voice, okay, and your beautiful locks, and your voice, okay, and your
What the
beautiful
fuck?
locks, and your amazing, just cute eyes, okay, that you got there.
Fuck,
You just-
Ryan, I think you're good at
Silky
contender.
Ryan.
And you date them.
Ryan,
You don't
Let
even-
you fucking date them.
I think
You
you're good at
don't even
contender.
need to try.
Yo,
Right, I
James.
think-
James, you free? You free this weekend?
Man,
Look, man,
James, you free?
hands
I
off,
actually-
Ryan. Hands off.
Hands off the merchandise. I've got
Actually,
Ryan's
not gonna
side.
lie, hot takes at the moment. It's really hard trying to
Talk to girls.
look. Okay, no, not just girl. I swing both ways, right? Like
Actually?
and I actually do, yeah. But it's
Is he
just
coming
hard.
out?
Didn't
Well,
even know
look,
that.
okay, we live in
We live in a society.
in particular me, I live in an area where it's difficult to try and find someone who is interested in the things I'm interested in,
No,
and
same.
who also
same.
wants the same things out of being close with someone, you know.
Yeah,
And that's the thing, is that like a lot of people have those things, so that when they find someone, it kind of just devolves into sex, if that makes sense. Like, not to be like rude or anything or diss anyone else's relationships and stuff, but personally for me, like that's what it sort of felt like for a while. And it's just really hard. Like, all I need, okay, literally the only thing I'm picky about is that if the person likes Angels and Airwaves and Tom DeLonge as much as I do, and if they do, I will do anything to be with them. That is literally my
really?
only. I'm not
That-
even joking.
So-
Okay, no. I have a story. I have a story. So
Mm,
on my way to Ollie's, like about like 2 months ago. All right, I'm pretty sure I told Ollie this
Oh,
story,
no,
you
but
told me the story
there was-
actually.
I turned onto that stretch of road that goes towards the M1, but I was going towards Garden City.
My
Fine,
man's trying
and
to
it was
dox me right
Bruce
now.
No. Oh no. No. Okay. All right, sorry. Anyway, it was on a certain road. Anyway, so it was like this main road, right? And I saw someone like pull out in front of me when I was turning right, and they had a Blink-182 logo on the back of their car, and I almost cried. Like, I'm like, holy shit! I found, like, Ryan, I kid you not, it is such a niche market in Australia to find someone who even knows what Blink-182 is, yet alone if they're a fan of Tom DeLonge. And literally, I did my very best to like try and get in front of them, because then when we stopped at a light, I had Tonka in the car with me, which is my little Papillon, and I literally put my phone out the window of the exact Blink logo they had, and then I swiped across to Tom, and I did the whole like surfer dude wavy fingers, and I looked in the mirror, and they looked so happy, like they were like laughing and shit. I'm like, this is amazing.
That's
Then I
actually
put
so
Tonka out the
sweet.
window to show them my dog, and oh my god, it was amazing.
That's
but then-
actually so sweet.
That's cool.
But then the story is just not complete. I don't think I'll ever find these people again, but I really wish I could. But anyway, yeah, they turned left, and I never saw them again.
Hey
It's so
James,
sad.
listen, man. You'll find someone, okay, bro.
Yeah.
You'll find someone.
Like, literally,
It's too much of a
my
catch to miss out on, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
I just if they're interested, if they love Tom DeLonge as much as I do, and Blink and Green Day, and Good Charlotte, that's all I care about. Like, literally, that's all I care about. If this person could just have one of those three things, I will do anything to be with them. Honestly, I'll take you. I'll buy you the first ticket to go to fucking Mars if you want that. Okay, literally, like, holy shit.
I know.
You do that.
I know me personally. I have a bet with someone. I'm not gonna say who. If I cannot get a girlfriend in September, I am going on Tinder. So
Wow.
yeah. So
I've been
hopefully I
thinking
find
about
someone as
doing online
well.
dating again.
Yeah,
but
no,
I gotta
so-
Yeah,
get it
And
done.
online
I-
dating's
it's-
hard because it
it's
makes you feel
hard, but,
bad when you
like, it's just
swipe
because
right.
I'm sure-
Swipe left or something.
It's just like, well, it's because I'm turning 21. So it's kind of like I kind of just want to, like, try not be shy, because I'm very shy around girls. Like, specifically girls who have the same like interests as me. It's like very hard to talk to them, and I'm I'm an awkward guy too, so it's kind of hard to talk to people.
That's the life
so,
of a nice guy.
yeah. So I'm just trying to, branch out and, try and find the person. And I'm not like James. They don't have to have like this one thing that I like that they need to have. As long as we have like a few things. in
Hey,
common,
I'm not saying that they have to.
No, I know. I'm just saying if they have a few things that we like, but there's a few things we don't agree on. That's kind of cool. That means I can learn off her and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to learn this about this topic that they like, which is in my opinion, I think that's a perfect relationship because you're both learning something. You're branching out on something you wouldn't consider something you'd like, and then
A good balance is
a good balance. Yeah, it's just I feel like the way to overcome that though is just trying to overcome my awkwardness. But yeah, other than that, that's also one of my.
It's shit like that. That's how I got into Slipknot. One of my ex-girlfriends listened to them, and she got me into them, and that's how
cool.
I
Yeah, see, it's the little things in a relationship that can teach you new things.
That's why I don't really care if I like. It'd be cool if I had a girl who'd like listen to the exact same music as me, but if they listen to something completely different and I listen to it, I'm like, okay, well, it's actually kind of.
You know what? If you had a relationship due to music, that is fucking amazing. Like just having a relationship based on a music like taste. That sounds absolutely fucking amazing. Just like
as cool as like having your ideal dream girl is. Obviously, it's quite unrealistic, and it turns into a Ted Mosby story.
Oh my gosh! Every day I feel like Ted Mosby.
Yeah, every day he looks himself in the mirror and be like, "Man, I wish I was Ted."
So Jaden,
no, you don't want to be Ted.
Yeah, what's up, Ryan?
So, Jaden, do you want to get left at an altar? Well, that would be terrible.
Oh, poor Ted Mosby, bro.
I know.
I want to be Joe Rogan,
sorry,
man.
Continue.
I want to be Joe Rogan.
You want to be Joe Rogan?
I strive to be Joe Rogan.
Yo, man, you heard of the monkeys?
Yeah.
Turn the freaking gun.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Oh, you mean wait, Alex Jones? You mean?
No, that's Joe Rogan, brother.
I thought it was Joe.
Well, it was
No, that's Alex Jones. It was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
It was on the Joe Rogan.
That's
That's why everyone says it's Joe Rogan. It was on his podcast.
Chimps will steal babies and eat them. You haven't been paying attention to the literature. Crazy 800-pound silverback bursting through the tree.
I remember that episode. That was a fucking great episode. But anyway, yeah, Jaden.
Yeah, what's
do
up?
you apart from your job, do you get out much?
Yeah, no, kind of. I mean, if someone asks me,
you go to conventions like all the time.
No, I fucking don't. No, I don't. No,
literally last week on Saturday, you're like, "No, man, I'm gonna go to a convention in the morning." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I said I'm going to a manga shop.
You were at a manga shop all day.
No, I went to a manga shop for an hour, then I stayed at a friend's place to, just play D&D.
Whoa! So
it's just a bunch of boys. There's no girls, sadly.
Oh, sadly. If only there were girls at the D&D.
It can be a bunch of boys, okay? We're not like that.
No. Just
do whatever you like, Jaden.
Thanks, babe.
Do whatever you want.
Thanks, babe. You're my number one. You hear me?
Yeah, please.
I was just gonna say.
Real quick.
I was just gonna say if you. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so I just want to say you should just be yourself around.
Yeah,
girls, man.
no, exactly. No, I'm not trying to. I always try to be like that. I don't try to be this person that I don't want to be. I want to be like me.
Quick side rant. As good as that advice is, I fucking hate that advice. It is not helpful.
Oh,
be yourself.
No, I know what you.
You sit there and you're like, well, yeah, okay, like that's cool and all, but how the fuck? It's like,
yeah, but the thing is that
totally get that.
I know what they mean, but like that.
The only reason I say that is because like you need to find someone that likes you for you, because otherwise it's
exactly.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, like, Ryan, you're just telling me like just to be mean. Like that's what I want in a relationship. I don't want to like be this other person to try and get people to like me. I want to be me. Yeah. And
I totally get how it sounds. Like it's so annoying to hear that, because it's like, oh yeah, it's because it's that easy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's that easy. Yeah, exactly.
It's just something you got to keep in mind. Just don't
be this drug. Don't start doing drugs just because the girl that you kind of think is cute doing it. You know,
exactly.
I hate to cut you guys.
Because the minute you stop doing drugs,
I hate to cut it off, but we're gonna have to move on to James for the final person, because we're actually no, we're going pretty well for time. All right, James. What do you want to do for 20? What are your 2022 resolutions?
just interrupts. That's a genuine good.
It was a good
conversation.
conversation.
We can continue it another time.
Yeah.
Fucking dare you?
Yeah, we could stretch this into
Part
it.
2 coming
into,
next episode.
the
Yeah.
fifth
If you
part.
want to see what happens at the end of the conversation, you got to watch the podcast next week.
Part 2, relationship
Part
advice with 5
Next
virgins.
time on Dragon Ball.
5 absolute virgins
Well,
Genius.
and an alleged sick.
Okay, anyway, no.
Listen, OnlyFans.
Toe fans. Foot fungus.
Pick
Oh
fans.
god. Oh my god.
The black toenails.
You know, there's actually a lady that earned like $500,000 in a month because she's
Shut
selling her
up.
farts to people.
No,
Oh,
shut
that's
up.
everywhere. That's literally everywhere.
Oh
That's,
my
that's
God.
disgusting. Get the fuck out.
That is disgusting.
That's like some. That's this is like selling bathwater all over.
Do
again.
people
like-
not understand
that's
that? Like,
like-
it's
that's like
she's a
avocado.
human being. Her farts are just fecal matter, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
just because she looks nice doesn't mean it's going to be magical.
That
Yeah,
sounds
it's
pixels.
like
not- it
picking
doesn't- it's not
avocado
very
when he
different.
spreads his
Oh,
ass
it's
cheeks.
so nasty. Sorry, I'm like, anyway. I do not like mukbang videos, whatever you call them. They make me feel sick. Anyway, so my hope for this year is that I just find a rhythm in my life, like a really strong, stable rhythm where I'm always at peace and I'm feeling really relaxed, like, you know. And I'm quite an independent person. Like, I know one day I'll be moving out, but I wish I could do it by myself, but it's just so expensive just because of housing at the moment. But yeah, I just want to have a nice rhythm, and I want my job to not be so chaotic at the moment, just because like a lot of people just like panic buying stuff, and it makes working in retail really difficult. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I just want a rhythm out of my life, and I want there to be like harmony in the world, because at the moment it's a bit freaking chaotic, which is
Yeah.
annoying. But well, it is what
It's
it is, you know.
With the moving out thing, it's a scary feeling because I think out of all of us, I'm like the only one who's moved out like of my parents' place.
Yeah.
And who isn't
Yeah.
living off like school stuff or university shit. Like I had to pay bills and shit. It's hard. Like it's a
Yeah.
hard lifestyle. Like like
Yeah.
I'd say the first 3 weeks are like actual pain because you're like, fuck, like I need to pay this, and it's just scary. And like to even
Yeah.
get a place, you need references, you need fucking all your details. It's like an actual pain processing. And some
Yeah.
person, like you're about to get the place, and someone just sweeps it underneath you, like you've lost the place. Oh shit, my
Yeah,
friends.
bro, I just want to be able to walk around in my own house butt naked with a bowl of spaghetti, eating
mean,
shit,
I-
and
I-
watching
I
Let Me
can't
Know.
do-
My
I can't do that. That's
I know.
I mean, James, if we ever move in together, you're welcome to. I'll just
Bro,
be.
I'm
Oh,
not
that's
walking
very
around butt
sus.
naked with
Bro,
my fucking
I'll just
nephew.
be in my room
That
and
is
just be
so
like,
sus.
you do your own thing in the lounge room. Tell me when you're not naked, and I'll come in. That's what
I already have. Oh my god! I already have like freaking like bloody like fears and shit that I'll be considered like a pedophile just because my title is Uncle James. You know, like it's just like Oli and me have been friends since we were like kids and stuff, and we talk about really dirty stuff. And sometimes I like when we stop talking, I like think about I'm like shit. This is like the FBI freaking discover like our conversations. They'll think I'm like some kind of creep pedophile uncle person. And it's like I have constant fears all the time, and it's just I gotta stop. But anyway,
I think if
Well,
people
it's
saw
good.
our text, James, people would question us. Like if they saw yours or was on my messenger, they'd be like,
I
"Yo,
mean,
what the fuck
if
are they on?"
you're two consenting adults, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. Well,
Just
the thing
like
is,
you
you're
two
older
take it
than
way
me,
too far.
fucker. Like
Wait,
I don't get it.
I'm saying, if you're two consenting adults, it's fine.
Yeah.
Even if they're related, as long as you're not doing any sexual shit to each other.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Some Alabama, sweet home,
Listen, it's not sexual if
Alabama.
you're wearing socks, so it's fine.
Babe, the Spider-Man sucks.
True.
still.
Bing
Yeah.
bang,
Hey, the jumper stays on during.
bing bang,
Babe, Toby stays on in the background while we're
bing bang,
Yeah.
Babe, the Tony Maguire poster stays on during.
bing bang,
Babe,
Hold on, let
the
me just
LEDs
put on
stay
the
on
road.
during.
bing bang.
Let me just put on the romantic music.
Set the mood.
That's when the brother walks in. That song plays.
Attack on Titan season 3 opening starts playing. Oh my god. Ever heard of that hit game Fortnite? Let's go.
Alright.
Anyway, okay.
I've
Yeah,
already
James,
told.
I
I
mean,
already
Michael
did that. I
Tilton.
already did to start with.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I
He
know.
was
done.
like
Remember?
he kicked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it might be
Craig?
a bit weird.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right,
Craig,
Craig, what are
you
you going to be
wanna-
doing next year? What are you doing this year, Craig?
Hey, Craig, how's it? What do you reckon, Craig?
Craig, what do you
Now
think?
recording.
I hope Craig's objective this year is to die.
No,
I think it's COVID.
Honestly, Craig, for all you do with this, you're and I hope you die. Fuck off.
Thank you.
Way! I just hope he falls in a bat of acid.
No
Yeah,
one
so do
loves.
I.
No
I hope
one
he
loves
accidentally
me.
walks up a
Hey,
cliff.
Michael, how does it feel that Craig has a better mic than you?
Bro, I'm sorry I didn't
Oh.
spend $168 on a microphone.
Oh, are we
I'm
poor
poor as fuck.
shaming Michael right now?
Yeah. Are you poor shaming?
No.
Oh,
They're
donation
all
shaming.
Oh,
Look at your fucking chair. Look at your room. Look
Look
at your
at
room.
your non-IKEA
Michael, you're
room.
so
Get the
poor.
fuck out of here. You should
Michael,
have IKEA
is that-
shelving.
I can ban all of you. Keep fucking talking. I'll ban a lot of you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not if I
you
ban
mean-
first.
It's quiet now,
Wow,
isn't it?
pulls out the band card. Oh.
Fucking asshole.
Michael's having
Fuck
a power
you.
trip, guys.
I'm having the power trip, guys, right now. I'm losing.
Wait, what about
Pulls
Nick?
out,
Let's get from
pulls out
Nick.
his Yu-Gi-Oh card. Listen, I am a Chad.
Let's hear from. I want to hear what Nick's is.
I feel like no, I don't. No,
Nick's
isn't
not
gonna-
No. He can put it in the chat and we can just read it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Guys, we have our first guest.
Craig.
Yeah, it's you, dickhead.
No, our guest is Craig. You're not important enough. to
Yeah.
be our
Fuck
guest,
you,
buddy.
Craig.
Craig,
He's so
Craig, I'm
unimportant.
gonna
We
replace
haven't talked about him this whole thing except up
Yeah.
until now.
Ooh.
When we're
Get a
absolutely
job and a
trashing him.
girlfriend.
Yeah, Nick wants to get a job. and a girlfriend.
Nick, we can go fishing
Whoa.
together. We can go fishing together, Nick.
Yo, Nick.
Nick, we can fish together.
So should we just like get together, Nick?
Ryan, do you want to come to Australia? We'll start fishing together.
No. I only want to get with Nick, not you or James,
Oh.
actually.
Shit.
Ryan, that kind of.
No, sorry, James. You and Michael, you
man.
two are just a bit too like, you know.
So I
inbreed.
got,
too-
I got
They're
James.
too
It's fine.
thick. They're too thick.
I got
Yeah.
too much cake on me. He doesn't like people with too much cake.
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
only in for Nick and James, man. I'm sorry.
I could
Yo.
imagine Ryan's like in
No.
the circle and it's between all four of us and like he picks like Nick and it goes "Do, do, 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 do."
No, Jaden. If you ever go on a date, that's the dance you have to do.
Oh my
walking
god!
Into the,
No, that's
into
the
restaurant.
song you played. Bing bang. That's the song you play when. Yes.
You're gonna be like tidy whities
Yes.
and you're just dancing on
Yeah.
the bed. Let's go.
Babe, the Spider-Man socks stay on during. Bing bang.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
It's
I'm
fucking
actually-
beautiful.
If I find someone, I'm going to do that. I don't care if I get rejected or not.
Jaden,
It has
just
to
go on
be
Tinder as Billy Maguire.
It has to be a story.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
I'm,
Okay. All right. So shall we wrap this bad boy up? I'd like to thank Michael, our amazing
Oh,
editor
lovely
here.
man.
Gets through.
Ooh.
I'd like to thank our
Has to
sponsors.
listen through. As soon as this is done, has to listen through the whole thing to edit it and get
It's
it
gonna
all
be a-
pumped out.
It's gonna be
Oh
another
boy.
long day of censoring. I'll tell you that much. Mate.
I'd like to thank Oli for his subjective criticism to our sexual freaking crap
combo.
or whatever the hell that
Yeah,
was.
combo,
Okay, our
yeah.
conversation, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Ryan and his gazillion-dollar mic for providing beautiful quality and
Thank you.
an amazing
a good light
artistic figure to look at during this whole thing. You
Thank
know,
you.
it's an awesome light show, honestly. And I'd like to thank our special guest Jaden slash SnackoTheHorge.
on Twitch.tv.
Follow him on twitch.tv. Yeah, follow
and
that bad boy.
OnlyFans and
He's also not on OnlyFans. Do not search that up. You'll probably
Don't search
probably
it
be
up.
scarred for life.
you will find Sonic porn.
Not yet, anyway. Anyway,
Yeah, it was
and
fun.
then
Thank you for having me on.
I'd also like to thank Nick, even though he's not here today. Please make sure to give him a beautiful follow at Straight Up to Me at twitch.tv because, you know,
Yeah.
he does some he's also on TikTok too. Like, you can check that shit out too. Like,
He's
it's
a pretty
pretty
good Halo streamer.
Yeah.
You should, I'd totally recommend him. Go like follow him.
Yeah, and he's also customizing our social medias and stuff and getting all that pumped out. You know, that's great.
I think.
And then
me
I'd also like to
sorry.
give it to Michael.
Yeah, sorry. I think me and Nick are also developing a separate talk show. We're going to do movie podcast, but that'll be later on.
Yeah.
Also, watch out later in the week because I will have a editorial up on Sugar Pine 7, which will be really good. No one even knows about that. Even I'm doing that by myself. This is my own little prep project. So do watch out for later this week or early
Yeah,
next
guys,
week when
Michael's becoming a content creator.
I totally wanted to do like a segment on a podcast where I just talk about like anime with people. That sounds like a fucking amazing time.
Well, you can always do your own. You can always.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh, Bleach.
James like
oh
Bleach.
my gosh. I could
Bleach,
go on
Bleach.
for hours about Bleach. That trailer, honestly, I had a
James, no,
it's
The
just a really good
animation in the
trailer.
trailer alone looks so good.
The animation is a
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it
we'll get
looks
carried away. We'll get carried away
beautiful.
if we talk
All
about
right,
Bleach.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
wrap this one up. Hey guys, it's Future Michael here. So I've had to cut this part short due to the fact that James doesn't know how to do a proper outro. So instead, I'm gonna pass the outro off to Nick, who has a brand new microphone and wants to give you guys the laydown. So once again, I just want to say thank you very much for everyone who listened. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hello everyone, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Late Night Lounge podcast. If you want to keep listening to the series, we have Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. If you want to follow us on any other social media, we have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next episode.